Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, the young gunslinger Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs take on Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. So with that, let's get out to the East Bay in Oakland, California. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And, Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
Bitter rivals going back to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be brought out by the number 10 overall pick in the 2017 draft. It's Patrick Mahomes out of Texas Tech.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun to see how they bring him along. You know, a lot of people say, well, do you have some training wheels on a young quarterback? But Patrick Mahomes is at his best when he's a little bit more of a freewheeling guy who can use his big arm to get the ball downfield. I suspect the Chiefs are going to lean towards letting him go.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be a second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Oakland Raiders offense, we'll see them again here in a second. They're probably still trying to get those body clocks right. That game that they played against Seattle over in London, that was a 6 p.m. start local. So that meant for the two West Coast teams, it was a 10 a.m. start for their body clocks.
So that means one team got the alarm and got the phone call. The other team did not.
Yeah, because Seattle won big.
Yeah, they won big. They were ready to go. But how about Oakland? Their first 7 possessions shut out in that ball game. 1-5, their worst start since 2014. 3 points, their fewest since 2014. And they allowed almost 30 points in the game. That's a long flight home for them. Wonder if they'll get the wake-up call for next week's game.
Well, they need to right now. It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Amari Marshawn Lynch from 21 yards away. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
And that's the thing. When you've got an athlete like that, you want to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right?
Without a doubt, because he often creates mismatches about who can cover him, whether he's coming out of the backfield or even lining up like a receiver.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty.
False start. Offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still 2nd down.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A little juke. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 90.
Right back to him on 1st down. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. It's Kelce on the ground. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've hit the end of quarter one. 7-0 is our score, and we're back to Oakland after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. But they've got a 3rd and inches coming up, trying to keep the chains moving. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Mahomes now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Hunt gets it on the draw from Mahomes. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. That escapes the sack. And it's complete to Kelsey. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Here we go.
Here's a carry for the former Dolphin. It's Damian Williams. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This from 44 yards away. And the kick by Butker is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out that just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Carr now on 1st down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Get down.
Here's Carr to throw. He completes it to Jordan Nelson. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. This is taken around the 12. Dances by him. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Kansas City Chiefs coming back out onto the field here, and they were part of the game of the week for Week 6, right? I mean, no doubt that game against New England, 43-40. Now they lost, first loss of the season, but boy, that was fun to watch on Sunday night.
It certainly was. It's maybe the game of the year thus far, and we were all anticipating it, and they delivered. Patrick Mahomes, a little bit of a struggle in the first half, but boy, did he explode in the second. 352 yards for the game, 4 touchdowns. Did throw the 2 picks in the first half, and he definitely went toe-to-toe with Tom Brady.
I sat him in my fantasy lineup.
Nice job.
I started Deshaun Watson thinking, you know, he's playing,
well,
mistake. Mistake.
He shows up against anyone. 5 straight games over 300 yards.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Holding offense.
Now that's one they hate.
Still
the ball's
first down.
got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Here we go. Blue 45.
This is Hunt. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Pushing his way inside the 40. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, They think that's a personal affront. If they feel like they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's hauled in by Lee Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey, you got 3 down. 185.
1st down, the run with Lynch. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Down. 280.
Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And again, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. Mahomes to the former Ram, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down. Back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The veteran safety, Reggie Nelson, right there in coverage. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. He's back to throw. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved.
False start, offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that
Still
play.
2nd down.
Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Now Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Bruce Irvin in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Mahomes to throw. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down.
Green 39. Green 39.
One final try for Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
That almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defense.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.